you know, he was only beginning stage dementia. He would just forget things from the current things. He didn't forget the past things. I mean, he could go on and on about our life together and all kinds of things from the past.
I just want to say for the record, number one, that we have never been sued by anyone. We have glowing recommendations from not just the present residences, but even past residences that were there. We never had any issues whatsoever.
Guess what? I can guarantee that other people are going to die in that facility.
It's
Maple Grove Nursing
Maple
Home.
Grove Nursing Home, yeah.
For negligence, that's why.
Where's the negligence?
Well, if they had answered the buzzer and had somebody there to do CPR quicker, maybe my husband would have survived.
Okay, did he suffer a cardiac event at your facility when prior to his passing?
I believe he did, and because of
Did
that,
well, you know what? I asked the wrong question. Did
yeah.
he die at your facility?
He died at the facility.
Okay, did he suffer a cardiac event at your facility?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And I want to also say, Judge Porter, that all protocol was followed.
Can you explain the protocol, please?
Yes. Number one, that aside from everything being documented, the 911 calls, you can check the logs.
All right. So a 911 call was made when
Yes.
he went into cardiac arrest?
Yes.
Was an EMT sent to the location?
Yes, indeed.
Do
Yes.
you know what actions they performed?
They performed CPR.
Mm-hmm.
They did everything possible to try to save Mr. Knight.
Assistance?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you know that the call button wasn't activated properly?
Well, I've seen it happen before. So I'm not quite sure.
You mean you were there when your husband pushed the call button, or maybe you pushed the call button and
people don't come right away. Correct.
All right.
So these things have happened before. That's why I go often to make sure that he would be okay. He is 91.
Now I've been in a few
Was
hospital
91.
rooms. I've been in a few hospital rooms myself, and I've seen where you push the button, whatever. So I guess my question to you is, when you say right away, what time frame are we talking about?
Well, when you're dealing with somebody who's 91 years old, has limited mobility, has comorbidities, you better come right away. Because
okay, but again, when you say right away, are you saying immediately, like right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
please
like
continue.
right now, because when you're that age, every minute counts. Anything could happen.
Okay, continue.
Well, apparently, my husband fell and suffered, like his heart gave out.
How did he fall?
I'm not sure. I wasn't there.
Okay. So the staff told you that your husband fell?
Yes.
Okay. And
I
you
don't know.
the
Maybe he tried to get out of bed. I'm not really sure. He did have beginning stage dementia. So it is possible that he tried to get out of bed without help, and maybe he fell, and that caused the heart to give out. I'm not sure.
I'm looking at a form that you filed with the courts, and if I may read the conditions, is that okay? It says here that your husband suffered from advanced heart failure, type 2 diabetes, and early stage dementia. That correct? And his mobility was limited. This is what you filed with the court. This is what you gave.
That's correct.
Okay. And you say he was 91 years old? All right, please continue.
Well, I think that Richard had a good 5 years left in him.
Richard, that being your husband.
That's correct.
Okay.
I mean, he was only beginning stage dementia. He would just forget things from the current things. He didn't forget the past things. I mean, he could go on and on about our life together and all kinds of things from the past.
Let me ask you this question. How long were you guys married?
We were married 20 years.
20 years? Okay. Hold that thought. Sir,
Yes, thank you, Judge Porter.
Mr. Gore, what is your position with the Maple Grove Nursing Home?
Well, I happen to be the owner of
Okay.
Maple Grove's nursing homes. Obviously,
Okay, we're here for case number 8305, Kathy Knight versus Edward Gore. Miss Knight, if you can come forward to the podium. Mr. Gore, if you can come forward to the podium. Hello, Miss Knight, am I reading this right or is this a typo? You're suing Mr. Gore for $5 million?
That's correct.
It's not a typo. $5 million.
$5 million.
Whoa. Oh man, this is going to be good. What happened?
Well, my husband was at Maple Grove Nursing Facility.
Okay.
And I have gone often to make sure everything is going correctly there. And
when you say you're there to make sure that everything is going correctly, what do you mean by that exactly?
well, my husband was 91 years old.
You said was. Is your husband's deceased?
That's right.
Well, I am sorry to hear that, ma'am. And did he pass away at this particular facility?
That's correct.
Okay, so what happened, ma'am?
Well, apparently, whenever the call button was rung, the attendants didn't come right away.
The call button, you mean the button that your husband would push in his room for?
number one, my condolences to your husband. I don't believe that we are responsible because her husband, number one, Mr. Knight, I believe, suffered from all kinds of health issues.
That he did.
Yes. Number one, I believe he suffered from stage 4 congestive heart failure.
That he did. That he had.
He was a type 2 diabetic. He had severe arterial blockage in his heart. And honestly, the prognosis was not looking good for him. I believe his time on earth was limited. Based on that, I don't believe he had 5 years left.
Okay.
He's not God. How does he know how long my husband had?
Judge
well,
Porter,
to
it's
be
according
fair,
to the doctors.
Give me 1 second.
Yes,
to be fair, ma'am, you did say that you believe he had 5 years. So I guess the question could be asked, how did you know? You're not God. How would you know that he had 5 years?
Yeah.
Because I lived with him for 20 years.
Okay.
I knew his constitution. I knew that he had in him.
All right, this is an uncomfortable question, but I have to ask so I can get some clarity on this. What was his cause of death? Either one of you can answer that question.
I personally believe that.
What did, I don't know if it was the EMT that showed up. I don't know if there is, what the death certificate has already been done. How long ago did this passing happen?
It's really only been a month.
It's only been a month?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there a medical examiner involved or did a doctor sign his death certificate?
The doctor signed it.
The doctor signed? Okay. The doctor signed. What did the doctor say was the cause of death?
It's a heart attack.
A heart attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Knight, why are you suing Mango? Okay. Now, did they transport him or was he pronounced deceased at the scene?
I believe he was transported via ambulance.
Okay, so does that sound correct to you, ma'am? He was transported to a hospital? So your husband passed away at the hospital?
By the time he got to the hospital, he was already dead.
Okay, so in transport, your husband passed away.
Yeah, I guess they tried to do CPR in the ambulance or whatever.
Well, no. Actually, they performed CPR at the facility, and then they continued to try to resuscitate Mr. Knight while he was in the ambulance.
So during the transport,
Yes.
CPR was still being conducted, and at some point in time, they called it in transport.
That is correct, Judge Porter.
Okay, Ms. Knight, I'm not understanding why you're suing Mango Grove. I'm lost. Help me understand that.
All of the emotional suffering that I have gone through. $10,000 a month I paid to have my husband there.
How long was he at this facility?
He was there for a couple of years,
How many?
And I
how many,
went-
How many years, ma'am?
2 years.
2 years?
And, you know, I would go sometimes. That's why I know about the call button. I would go sometimes and he wouldn't even be dressed.
Okay.
And why? Because he had limited mobility and they had to get him dressed. Or sometimes he wouldn't be shaven or properly bathed.